Okay, so the way I set this thing up is inside the box. I have 3 bags. One's labeled booth, another one labeled booth, and then I've got my sideline. So these 2 are booth, and then this one's got all my sideline stuff. So I put the sideline stuff here. I'll empty it out on the table. Then I'll put that back in here, and then this will all go up to the booth with me here in a couple of minutes. Next thing you gotta have on the sideline is one of the stands. So I'll open that up. I like to set it up on the table. I put a piece of tape up here. It just makes it easier for these pieces here to stay on. Next thing I have is I have a bag full of other goodies. One thing I have in here are zip ties. So grab a zip tie. And put this on, the antenna on, another antenna on. This piece goes on and on. Tighten it up. And I just put the zip tie through. Get it started. And then put it up on top. Hold it tight. And tighten it as much as you can. And then that faces the booth like so. I don't know if it matters if you put these down, but you can. Alright, from that point I have a backpack full of stuff. One thing being the iPad that we use on the sideline. I'll have that out. And then we have 2 of the batteries. I always put both of them out just in case we need both of them. I don't know if we've ever had a game where we've needed both. But it came with 2, so I always get them both out. And the rest of the stuff in the backpack is going to go upstairs to the booth. Same with everything in here. This is eventually going to go up in the booth. So to finish the sideline setup, grab a battery, pack, turn it on, and then this piece goes in here, and then sideline power goes in one of these. And this all came with the entire kit when Echo sent it to us. This goes in one here. This provides all the power for the sideline. Then you're going to take one of your sideline powers and you're going to go LAN to LAN, or LAN, I don't know what it even stands for. Somebody out there probably does. Then I'm going to take these, and it goes up inside here. It doesn't matter which one it goes to. And you find one of your sideline powers, and you put it in the PoE. And then it goes back on like so. The other one goes right here. When I first started doing this, I taped and labeled everything. I've kind of got it down after 2 years of doing it. So that goes on like so. And then this one just goes into the other PoE. At that point, I'm done on the sideline for right now until I get up in the booth, and I'll come back down here and check a couple things. Okay, so when I get up in the booth, I take the T100 out. Still got the sideline bag in here. I never put this in a bag just because it doesn't really fit great. I'm going to take my other 2 bags, take them out, and set this off to the side. Dump all the stuff out. bags away. So then the next thing I need, and I usually just keep in my backpack, is it's always nice to have the power strip. So I get the power strip out. And then we film with a camera still. I tried filming in the Echo app, and I'm not a fan. It's just not high quality film. It's really blurry. So then the next couple things we need is another one of those tripods. And then a zip tie. Side, and then a camera tripod. Okay, so I get everything out. First thing I want to do is get the power. Once I have the power, then I tend to put the T100, get it hooked up. Then you can turn it on and get it up and start booting up. So the power just goes in the back of the T100 where it says 12 volt DC in. Has a little key in the top. You line up, just twist it on. That plugged in to the power. I then turn it on, the front button right here, just turn it on to get the power going. The next thing that needs power is the router. So I find the router power supply right here. Get that plugged in. That has power. Alright, then it doesn't really matter. I don't think it matters what order you go in necessarily, but to get kind of everything set up, get a tripod set up. It's cold tonight, first playoff game, so I don't know if the window's open or not, but I'll set it up right here. The people in the booth will have that decision to make later. Not a big deal either way for me. Camera then goes on the tripod. In place, camera's good to go. Start setting these things up. Same process as on the sideline. One antenna on, another antenna on. Grab your nano beam. Put that on so, tighten it up. Okay. Before I put that all together, it makes sense at this point to get this all set up. So a piece of tape up here, we put up just a piece of athletic tape that will hold that nano beam on. If you're ready to put that up, zip tie through. And then just lock it on. Every week we just go through 2 new zip ties. It's the easiest way on the phone to do it. Cut them off at the end of the game. Alright, so that's on there nice and tight. Box out of the way. And then I think the easiest thing for the person filming is you eventually have that box over here, but I'm going to get this stuff out of the way here for a minute. We'll slide that over, like so, and then we'll start hooking stuff up. So this blue cord, I don't know if it matters, it's the one that they sent. I just put T100 On the router, they have that label when they send it to you, and the back that goes to the LAN. Clicks in, you're good to go. And the next one is the antenna that goes, doesn't matter which one you put it in, but you get one of them hooked up in here. That clicks in, and then it just goes into the router. I always put it in the first two. It doesn't matter to me, which I don't think it matters, but I always just go the first two. And I think if you have your end zone camera, which we have an end zone camera, we just don't have it set up to the Echo system, it must somehow attach into that. I'm going to put this one in. Snaps in. And then the end of it just goes in the other antenna spot right there. Get this back on here. And then the next thing that we have here is the way that the camera hooks in is right here in the front where it says HDMI in. That's where the camera HDMI cord goes in like so. And then this end right here plugs into your camera. We just use the Sony. It's the same handy cam that came with our end zone camera. And then you put it on like this. That goes in here, and then you gotta wait for the, and right now when the status is green, the power is green, it usually means everything's hooked up. And at that point, if you want to record, you just hit this record button, and it has to light up in order to record. So right now it's not working, but I don't have the iPads hooked up either, and I'm using the iPad to film. So I think if I get the iPad hooked up to it, it'll be ready to roll. Alright, so in that last video it was 2 green buttons, which is good when you want to record, but it should have a flashing yellow or orangish yellowish light, and then when it goes to those, you should be able to hit record, and now it's recording, and then I hit record again, and that stops it, and then hopefully, if you look here at this other iPad, the clip already popped up, and that's my son out there playing on the sideline before the game. So that was what I just filmed there. It's already on that iPad. The only other thing I do pre-game now, or 3 hours before the game starts, I always just, now that I know it's working, I plug the camera in so it's got power, and then I just unplug this, that, and then you can see that's back to that flashing yellow light. That means it's not ready to record because it's not hooked to the camera, but everything should be hooked up and ready to film here in a couple hours for the game.